What if your healthy morning drink is quietly working against your body after 50? And the worst part? You probably drink it thinking you're doing everything right. Most people start their day feeling confident about their routine. They grab a beet, juice it fresh, and believe they're boosting their heart, liver, and energy levels. And to be fair, they're not completely wrong, but they're also not seeing the full picture. Because beets are not just healthy, they're powerful. And when powerful foods are used the wrong way, they don't just lose benefits, they can start creating problems. Inside that deep red root are natural compounds that improve blood flow, support liver function, boost stamina and energy, help relax blood vessels. It's one of the most effective natural tonics you can drink. But here's what almost no one tells you. Those same compounds can react differently depending on what you mix them with. And that's where things quietly start going wrong, every day. People are combining beet juice with ingredients that look healthy, but inside the body, they create the opposite effect. These combinations can irritate your stomach, disrupt digestion, increase unwanted compounds like oxalates, and even block proper nutrient absorption. And here's what makes this even more concerning. These mistakes are everywhere, shared online, recommended by friends, even included in healthy recipes. So today, we're going to simplify everything. You'll discover 7 beet juice combinations you should avoid, especially if you're over 50, dealing with digestion issues, or concerned about your kidneys, heart, or energy levels. But more importantly, you'll learn how to use beet juice the right way, so it actually supports your body instead of working against it. And make sure you stay with me, because one of these mistakes is extremely common and far more harmful than most people realize. Mistake number 1. Too much lemon. Let's start with something almost everyone has tried. Beet juice with lemon. It sounds like the perfect combination. Refreshing, detoxifying, packed with vitamin C. But here's what really happens inside your body. Lemon is highly acidic, and when you mix strong acidity with raw beet juice, it can disrupt your stomach's natural balance, especially as digestion becomes more sensitive with age. For many adults over 50, this can trigger almost immediate discomfort. Things like a burning sensation in the stomach, mild nausea, acid reflux, or that uncomfortable sour feeling. But it doesn't stop there. Beets contain nutrients that support blood flow and oxygen delivery. But these nutrients rely on the right internal environment to be absorbed properly. When too much lemon is added, that balance gets thrown off. So instead of enhancing the benefits, you may actually reduce how much your body can use. Now let's be clear, lemon itself isn't the problem, it's the amount. A few drops, usually fine, but half a lemon or more. That's where issues begin, especially if your stomach is already sensitive. And if you regularly deal with acid reflux, it's often better to avoid this combination altogether. Because what seems refreshing on the outside can feel very different inside your body. And in the next part, we're going to uncover another extremely common mistake, one that quietly spikes blood sugar and cancels out many of the benefits people expect from beet juice. And the truth is, most people are doing it every single day without realizing it. This next mistake looks completely harmless, even healthy, but it quietly cancels the main reason people drink beet juice in the first place. Mistake number 2. Adding honey or sugar. Let's be honest for a moment. Not everyone enjoys the taste of beet juice. It's earthy, strong, sometimes a bit overwhelming. So what do most people do? They try to fix it. A spoon of honey, a bit of sugar, maybe even a flavored syrup. It feels like a small change, and since honey is natural, it seems like a smart choice. But this is where things start going wrong. Because the real power of beet juice has nothing to do with sweetness. It comes from something much deeper. Beets are rich in natural compounds called nitrates. And inside your body, these nitrates are converted into nitric oxide. Now this is where the magic happens. Nitric oxide helps relax your blood vessels, improve circulation support, heart health, increase oxygen flow, boost natural energy. This is the real reason people drink beet juice. But when you add sugar or even honey, you interfere with this entire process. Instead of your body focusing on converting nitrates, it suddenly shifts its attention to processing sugar, and that changes everything. You get a spike in blood sugar, a quick burst of energy, followed by a noticeable crash, and those powerful circulation benefits, they become weaker, sometimes significantly. Now here's why this matters even more. After 50, as your body ages, it becomes more sensitive to blood sugar spikes. So if you're dealing with prediabetes, diabetes, fatty liver, or even mild insulin resistance, adding sugar to beet juice doesn't help. It actually works against you. And yes, even honey behaves very similarly once it enters your bloodstream. There's also another hidden issue most people overlook. Sugar increases inflammation in the body. So while you're drinking beet juice to support your heart and circulation, adding sugar quietly pushes your body in the opposite direction. That's the contradiction. Now the question becomes, what should you do instead? Keep it simple. Give your taste buds a few days. Most people are surprised how quickly they adapt. And if you still want to improve the flavor, choose smarter combinations. You can add a slice of green apple, a bit of cucumber, or some celery. These enhance the taste, without disrupting the benefits your body is trying to get. And in the next part, we'll look at another combination that seems refreshing, vitamin-packed and widely recommended. But inside your gut, it can lead to bloating, discomfort, and reduced effectiveness. And chances are you've seen it suggested many times before. This next combination looks incredibly healthy. Bright, fresh, full of vitamins, but inside your body, it can quickly turn into discomfort. Mistake number 3, mixing beet juice with orange at first glance. This feels like the perfect pairing. Beets and oranges, both known for their health benefits, both packed with nutrients. So combining them should make things even better. Right. Not exactly, because what looks good on the outside doesn't always work well inside your body. Let's start with what happens during digestion. Oranges are naturally highly acidic, and when that strong acidity mixes with beet juice, it can disrupt how your stomach processes the drink. Instead of smooth digestion, the mixture can begin to ferment in your gut, and this is where the discomfort starts. Many people experience bloating gas, a heavy, swollen feeling, mild abdominal discomfort, but here's the problem. Most people don't connect these symptoms to their juice. They think it's healthy. It can't be the cause. But for many adults over 50, especially those with acid reflux IBS, sensitive digestion, this combination can feel noticeably worse. Now let's go one level deeper, because digestion isn't the only issue here. Beets work through a very specific process in your body. They contain natural nitrates, which your body converts into nitric oxide. And this is what helps improve circulation, support blood pressure, increase oxygen flow, boost energy naturally. But when you introduce a high dose of vitamin C from oranges, it can interfere with that conversion process. So instead of enhancing the benefits, you may actually reduce them, which means you think you're helping your heart, but your body isn't getting the full effect. And there's one more issue that often goes unnoticed. Sugar load. Both beets and oranges contain natural sugars, and when you juice them, you remove most of the fiber. So those sugars hit your bloodstream quickly. For many people over 50, especially those dealing with prediabetes, blood sugar fluctuations, slower metabolism, this can lead to sudden energy spikes followed by fatigue cravings or even lightheadedness. So what's the smarter approach? Keep it simple, don't mix them. If you enjoy orange juice, have it separately, preferably with a meal earlier in the day. And drink beet juice on a lighter stomach so your body can absorb its benefits without interference. Because sometimes, the biggest mistake isn't what you're eating, it's what you're combining. Not every healthy mix works well inside your body. And in the next part, we're going to uncover a combination many people use for detox, but it actually cancels out one of beet juice's most powerful effects, and may even leave you feeling dizzy or weak. And chances are, you've seen this one recommended everywhere. This next healthy drink sounds perfect on paper, but inside your stomach, it can feel like a heavy brick. Mistake number 5, mixing beet juice with milk or dairy. This one surprises a lot of people, because the intention makes sense. You want something smoother, creamier, more filling, so you blend beet juice with milk. Beets for nutrients, milk for protein. Sounds like a smart upgrade. But inside your body, this combination doesn't work together. It actually works against itself. Here's why. Beetroot naturally stimulates digestion. It encourages stomach acid and bile flow, helping your body process nutrients efficiently. Milk, on the other hand, needs a very different environment. It digests more slowly and requires a more controlled process. So when these two meet, your body gets confused. Mixed signals. And that's where the discomfort begins. The first thing that happens, protein curdling. The natural acids from beet juice interact with milk proteins, especially casein, causing them to thicken and clump together quickly. But this isn't a smooth process like yogurt. This happens suddenly, inside your stomach. And the result? Bloating, gas, acid reflux, a heavy, stuck feeling. Many people describe it the same way. It feels like it's just sitting there, undigested. But there's another issue most people don't realize, because your body is struggling to process both at once. You absorb less from both. Less calcium from the milk, fewer beneficial compounds from the beetroot, so what was meant to be a super drink becomes inefficient. Now this becomes even more important after 50, because digestion naturally slows down with age. And something else often develops quietly. Lactose sensitivity. Even people who never had issues before start noticing mild cramping, nausea, discomfort shortly after consuming dairy, so combining dairy with beet juice can amplify all of this. There's also an added burden on your system. Beet juice supports circulation and detox pathways, while dairy slows digestion and thickens stomach contents. Together, they make your body work harder, not better. So what's the smarter option? If you want a smoother, more enjoyable drink, choose combinations that support your body. Try. Coconut water gives light, hydrating, easy to digest cucumber gives refreshing and gentle on the stomach. These blend naturally with beet juice and actually improve how your body handles it. Because the truth is, dairy isn't the problem, beets aren't the problem, but together, they're simply not compatible. And in the next part, we're going to reveal a combination many people believe is a nutritional powerhouse. But it quietly increases the risk of kidney stones and blocks important minerals your body needs. And chances are, you've seen it recommended as super healthy. This next green powerhouse drink looks incredibly healthy. But for your kidneys, it can quietly become a long-term problem. Mistake number 6. Mixing beet juice with spinach. At first glance, this feels like one of the best combinations you could make. Beets and spinach, both packed with nutrients, both recommended everywhere. So combining them should multiply the benefits. Right, not always, because sometimes two healthy foods together can create an overload your body struggles to handle. And the issue here comes down to one word: oxalates. Both beetroot and spinach are naturally very high in oxalates. Now, in small amounts, this isn't a problem. Your body can process and remove them. But when you combine both, especially in a concentrated juice, you're dramatically increasing the load. And that's where problems begin. Inside your body, oxalates combine with calcium, and when they do, they form tiny crystals. Over time, those crystals can grow, and eventually, they can become kidney stones. Now, here's what makes this tricky. It doesn't happen overnight. It builds slowly, silently, week after week, and many people don't realize what's causing it. For adults over 50, this becomes even more important, because your body becomes less efficient at clearing excess compounds. So if you also have mild dehydration, low magnesium levels, a history of kidney discomfort, this combination can push your system into overload much faster. But kidney stones aren't the only concern. Oxalates also interfere with nutrient absorption. They bind to important minerals like calcium iron, which means your body may absorb less, even though you're consuming more. So what looks like a super healthy drink can quietly reduce the benefits you're trying to get. And some people notice this in another way: digestive discomfort. Because when these compounds are concentrated in juice form without fiber, they move quickly through your system, leading to bloating, cramping, sudden urgency, especially if your digestion is already sensitive. Now, let's be clear. Spinach isn't the problem. Beets aren't the problem. But together, in large concentrated amounts, there's simply too much. So what's the smarter option? If you want to add greens to your beet juice, choose oxalate alternatives like kale, mint, celery leaves, romaine lettuce. And if you enjoy spinach, have it separately, cooked, not blended raw with beet juice, because your kidneys are working quietly every day to keep your body balanced. And this is one combination that makes their job much harder than it needs to be. And in the final part, we're going to uncover one last combination. It looks extremely common. You'll find it in many juice recipes, but it creates a hidden overload of sugar and compounds your body struggles to manage. And chances are, you've tried it before. This final combination is one of the most popular healthy juice recipes, but it quietly overloads your body in ways most people never notice until it starts affecting their energy and their health. Mistake number 7. Mixing beet juice with carrots. Beets and carrots, it looks perfect. Bright colors, naturally sweet, packed with nutrients. You'll see this combination everywhere. Juice bars, detox plans, even healthy aging guides. But here's what's really happening inside your body. Both beets and carrots are naturally rich in certain compounds. And when you juice them together, those compounds become highly concentrated. Let's start with something we've already touched on: oxalates. Just like spinach, both of these root vegetables contain them. And when combined in one drink, the total load rises quickly. Over time, this can increase the risk of kidney strain, mineral imbalance, and in some cases, kidney stones. But here's the part most people feel much sooner: blood sugar spikes. Both beets and carrots contain natural sugars. And when you juice them, you remove the fiber that normally slows absorption. So instead of steady energy, you get a rapid spike, followed by energy crashes, fatigue, increased cravings. Now, this becomes especially important after 50 because your body becomes less efficient at handling sudden sugar surges. So if you're dealing with prediabetes, insulin resistance, fatty liver, or unstable energy levels, this combination can quietly make things worse over time. Some people also notice digestive discomfort because without fiber, these concentrated sugars and compounds move quickly through the gut, leading to gas, bloating, that heavy, uncomfortable feeling again. The issue isn't the foods themselves. Beets are beneficial, carrots are beneficial, but together, in concentrated juice form, they can simply overload your system. So, what's the right way to drink beet juice? Now, let's simplify everything, because when used correctly, beet juice can be incredibly powerful. 1. Keep the portion moderate. 1 medium beet per day is enough. More doesn't mean better, it just adds stress to your system to keep it clean. Avoid sugar, honey, or heavy mixing. Let your body process it naturally. 3. Drink it at the right time, best on an empty or light stomach morning or before meals for better absorption. 4. Always drink it fresh. Fresh juice delivers the strongest benefits. Letting it sit too long reduces effectiveness. 5. Sip slowly. This isn't a quick shot. Give your body time to respond. 6. Rotate ingredients. Avoid repeating the same combinations daily. Variety helps reduce strain on your kidneys and digestion. Final thought: emotional close beet juice can be one of the most powerful habits you add to your routine, but only if you use it wisely. The wrong combinations, they can cancel the benefits or quietly create new problems. The right approach: simple, clean, balanced, and over time, those small decisions add up. If this helped you discover something new or corrected something you didn't even realize you were doing, make sure to hit the like button. Share this with someone who drinks beet juice regularly, because this is the kind of mistake people don't notice until it's too late. And tell me in the comments, which combination surprised you the most? Subscribe to Dr. Christina Cerati for more simple, science-backed health strategies designed specifically for your body after 50. Because your health isn't built on big changes. It's built on small, smart decisions every single day.